What's up, my Beardos and Weirdos? One topic here. And today we're... Wait a minute. What's that? What is this? We have our first patron! Oh, I just set up the Patreon a little while ago, just started telling you guys about it, and we've already got our first patron. Thank you to Ross Vegas. Now, I did message Ross, and I also mentioned that because they're the first patron on this channel, I'm going to do a video for them. So, per request, we're going to jump right into r/ProRevenge. We're going through one story. It's a bit of a long one, so I hope you like it. Want to f with your child's life? You picked the wrong child. Edit, Christmas update. So I posted the outline of the story over on r/malicious compliance, but there was a request for extra details, so here I go. Original post. This is not a hate post. This is about the revenge that we got on these bastardos. Pure and simple. If you want to go off all high and mighty about how awful topic is since it was in the story, fuse off and do it somewhere else. This is about her revenge, not your opinion. Anyways, let's begin. I'm going to retell you the original story from the MC post because I left a lot out there. Sorry if you already read it. About 3 years ago, I was in a multi-school academic support network which had a summer camp. At this camp, I met Kay. Kay was a closeted lesbian and was very scared of us telling her parents due to their extreme political and narcissistic views. I had dealt with this situation a few times, but not on this extreme of a level. Her parents were so far off the end of the scale, I dared not say anything about politics or religion in fear of starting an inquisition. These people made Westboro look like moderates. To give an example, they had complete control over her phone, emails, mail, and pretty much every other route of communication. So when they decided one of her friends was too Jewish, his last name sounded Jewish to them, they deleted him from her life. They called the program and rearranged her schedule so she would never see him. Later, we found out they filed false, anonymous complaints against him so he wouldn't be invited back. Overnight, they removed him from her life. And this was not the last kid they did this with. Kay was terrified of her parents, but they owned her. There was no way to escape short of suddenly becoming an adult. I was seriously worried about her, to the point where I bought her an emergency-only prepaid phone, which I told her to hide. This was, unequivocally, the best decision I've ever made. Fast forward to January. Kay is struggling with the stress of everything and says something innocuous in the group chat along the lines of, "Good thing I don't have to worry about boys." We suddenly stop hearing responses from her. Her cell phone goes offline. The house phone kicks all of our numbers, but not payphones or other lines. The parents pick up, but say that there's no one with that name at this address, then hang up. Her classmate says she doesn't show up for class that day. Alarm bells are going off for everyone. And then I get the call from Kay. "Please, come pick me up. I was kicked out. It's cold." I'm the closet, and I had a car. And I was driving in blowing heavy snow in far below freezing weather. I won't say that rage and panic fueled me, but I will say it got me there in one piece. I have never, ever driven a car as recklessly, as hard, or as fast as I did that day. When I got there, she was huddled under a tarp, barefoot in pajamas, at the foot of her house's stairs. The parents saw my car and rush out to scream at me for taking their child from the path of God and corrupting her with devil-worshipping ideas, or some shiz like that. I told them that if she listened to me, it was the first time she had ever done that. And then, the critical sentence. Direct quote for once.
"She's not our child anymore. You godless heathen ruined her mind."
And then,
"She's no daughter of ours."
Now, I'm going to pause this for a moment to preface everything that happens from this point on. This is not a pro-atheist or anti-Christian post. These whack jobs are the furthest thing from human I've ever seen. Do not use them as a generalization for religious group or a bandwagon to sell your ideals. I'm not dealing with that shiz here. Kay, freezing and scared, hides in my car. The parents start to get aggressive and hostile towards me, so I make two things very clear to them. One, I am recording everything they say. I have a camera on my car and my phone, and I have a police officer waiting for me at the foot of the driveway. I called the cops before I arrived due to not feeling safe. Two, I am leaving and never coming back, as per their request. Kay will be coming with me, since she is not their daughter per their screaming rant. They start arguing with, aka screaming over, me about how she can be cured by methods that range from dubious to straight up illegal. By this point, I'm done. I get back in my car while they're screaming at me and head back down the driveway. The cop and I have a short chat, and he recommends we be brought to the police station ASAP to prevent the parents from saying I kidnapped her. After a 6-hour ER visit for her hypothermia and minor frostbite, escorted by police, we arrive. All of my video and audio recordings are entered into the official records, and the officer's dashcam footage and Kay's ER report are filed away. I didn't know it at the time, but all of that would prove to be essential in court later. I sign her into a hotel in my town and lawyer up. The lawyer I know specifically deals with cases like hers for free. He is very, very good at it. There was a lot of legalese and a long process, and a lot of angry exchanges that I really didn't understand or participate in. But 2 years later, she was emancipated. I got to be a witness, and that recording and the ER report cinched the case, proving neglect. The parents didn't even try to argue against it, instead using some weird religious law argument. Kay's older brother learned what was happening during the first year and supported her financially while she was in school. He hated the parents far more than either of us did. Kay feared them more, and I was just disgusted by them. It wasn't much of a fight. The parents represented themselves and tried to drop the case on religious grounds, which isn't a thing. After this, the revenge started, and Kay did not hold back. During the proceedings, it was discovered that the parents had been using their children's social security cards for loans, credit, bank accounts, and other sketchy stuff. They were already going to jail for that, but Kay took it to the next level. Now, these were all things Kay told me after the fact. I wasn't involved in this part, and I didn't write down all the details that well, but the following is approximately what happened from what I have been told or remember. So, warning, fuzzy details. One of the things that had been purchased in her name was the father's truck. Kay reported it as missing, since she was technically an owner of the truck. They pulled the father over and confiscated the truck as stolen because his name was not in the title. The wife's was. When he tried to prove it was his by filling out the bill of sale on the back, he found out that the title for the vehicle had been invalidated when Kay had ordered a new one and donated the vehicle to the fire department for Jaws of Life training that same day. The mother's credit cards were the same, but Kay just canceled all of them and declared ID theft. This froze some of the mother's bank accounts, which were under Kay's SSN. The family was already in chaos, but Kay cranked it to 11. Due to the SSN, Kay was listed as the main contact for the family's cell phone and internet plans. She canceled both. She killed the email accounts in her name that she could access and rerouted the mail to her new P.O. box, where she may have accidentally forgotten to say that they should only reroute her mail. She also called in repossessions on everything that had been bought with her SSN on credit. The loans included renovations on the home, so the parents were forced to sell. By the time Kay was done, the parents were happy to go to jail for fraud, identity theft, and their other numerous crimes rather than live on the street. All I do know is that they became social pariahs in town after that. Stores banned them from increasingly violent attempts at converting people. People they knew for years turned on them. The father was fired for failing a performance review, and the mother lost her job selling stuff due to her increased radicalization. In the end, Kay's siblings went to live with her half-brother since he was the closest living relative. The parents lost all rights to visitation as the state nullified their parental rights and gave guardianship to the half-brother, mostly due to the criminal charges. But the real revenge might just be that as the sentencing was carried out, Kay flipped the parents off in front of the judge, and the judge just laughed at the parents' attempts to claim it was hate speech. TLDR, narcissistic and awful parents attempt to ruin a child's life for being lesbian. Child sends them to jail. Edit, so this blew up. Kay read this and cried. These walking sewage monsters caused her so much pain for so long, it was hard for her to talk about it with anyone, even me. She saw a bunch of people calling her a badass in the comments and broke down in tears. I never expected a Reddit post would be how we finally got her the support she needs. Holy shiz, guys and gals. So I didn't know this, but Kay never got psych help after all that. She was too busy with school, her job, the multiple lawsuits and legal proceedings, the unraveling mess of whatever happened with her credit, and dealing with her younger siblings. She blames herself for all of it. She thought that if she was normal, none of this would have happened. We all know that's bullshit. But she was close to suicide at a few points. So now she's in a crisis session at home, and she's talking about it for the first time in years. I'll be there towards the end of the day, but I'll try to update this regularly. Edit 3. To address some common questions. Yeah, we fused up the truck. I didn't make the final call, but I definitely said something about destroying it. This was before the scope of the ID theft was revealed to us, so Kay and I thought it would be funny. It stopped being funny once we realized how deep in the shiz she was. Her credit score is lower than some people's IQs, although maybe not her parents'. She's been denied loans, vehicles, even junkers, because of that. Lawyers said it will probably take years to wipe the remains off her credit reports, due to the sheer amount of credit changes. The lawyer works for free, since minors can't hire lawyers. He is paid by a not-for-profit that helps people escape situations like Kay's. That not-for-profit is local to my area, so I'm not going to mention it for privacy's sake, but they are amazing. Kay is okay. Not good or bad, just okay. The crisis session is still happening, but I heard from Kay's girlfriend that she's talking about it and reading the comments. Thank you all for your support. I'll be joining them soonish, and we'll update then. Edit number 4. Holy shiz, front page. Kay's lawyer has asked me to stop answering certain questions because there are still active suits that need to be finalized. Kay's half-brother has asked me to take him out since he didn't contribute that much. As if. Bullshiz, you did nothing, dude. You bankrolled everything. None of this would have happened without you. You are the reason we are here now. You are more of a hero than I am. You are what I aspire to be. Wow, OP. That was quite the story. Thank you for documenting all of that. Everything that your friend went through. One of the hardest things people go through is a situation that deeply affects them and then sharing that with someone. And I'm really happy that your friend was able to do that with you. Parents should love their child no matter who or what they are. Being gay seems more fun than being straight anyways. Let's be real. To any of my gay beardos or gay weirdos out there, I love you guys. And I really hope you're in positive situations. OP, I hope your friend is doing well. I hope Kay has enough love and support in her life right now. I looked through the post to see if there was any way that there would be a GoFundMe or anything set up, but I didn't see anything. I'll be linking the story in the description, so if anyone else finds it, please comment and I'll edit the description of this video. Thanks for sharing this, and I wish you both the best of luck. Alright, my Beardos and Weirdos. Wow, ended on a bit of an introspective note there. I want to thank the user for sharing this story with me. Ross Vegas shared the story with me, and if you enjoyed it, I hope you share it with others as well. And if there's any way we can support Kay, I know I'll do my part. Alright, my Beardos and Weirdos, we'll see you in the next video, where we take it one topic at a time. Roll that outro! Also want to mention I did set up a Patreon. I'm looking at investing in some new equipment. I thought you guys, hey, if you enjoy the channel, maybe you want to support it. And if you don't, that's alright too. But I wanted to give you a look at what it would look like if you did. To my regular fans, thank you so much. Every name on the board here is one of my regular fans. And my super fan, Ross Vegas.
Omega fans. 1, 2, 3, your name could be here. Totally original sounding name. Not too many numbers in this name. One I clearly don't know how to pronounce. Another unpronounceable name.
And now to thank my unicorn fans.
Hey, cool, wow, you got your logo.
Thank you to my unicorn fans. We have Rainbow Stardust, definitely a real person. I collect puppies. Alright, my Beardos and Weirdos, that was just something fun to whip together. I thought, hey, why not? If you like supporting the channel, that'd be awesome. If you just want to listen in, that's okay too. I'm making these videos for fun. I will be looking at investing in new equipment in the future. It's just taking me a bit of time to set aside that money. So if you want to support that, that'd be awesome. Let me know in the comments below what videos you want to see next. We had some awesome stories today, and I was really happy to be reading them out. The stories are linked in the description, so give those guys a shout out. They're awesome. And hopefully we'll be seeing you in the next video, where we take it one topic at a time.